welcome back to my channel. So today's video is super exciting. I am trying all things Fenty Beauty. I am trying the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation for the first time. She also launched some new things to the collection. So I have the Fenty Beauty Concealer. I also have the Fenty Beauty Loose Powder, and mine is in the shade Banana. We have a matchstick in Espresso. Of course, we have the Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. And of course, we have the Fenty Beauty Highlight in the shade Trophy Wife. So yeah, I have lots of products to show you guys, and I hope you're excited. So if you guys would like to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm first starting out with the Fenty Beauty Foundation, and I got mine in the shade 310. This is my first time using this foundation, so I'm super excited. I've heard really, really good things about this foundation. All right, so I think that's a good enough match for my shade, but we will soon find out. So I'm going to take a beauty sponge from Ulta and just wow. I'm honestly shocked. This foundation looks beautiful. I was super scared because I heard a lot of people saying that it was like a very medium coverage, and I'm a very full coverage girl. So I was very concerned that this wasn't going to be enough coverage, but I only needed one layer and that went on beautifully. Like, do you see how good my skin looks? Okay, next I am trying out her new concealers, and I got mine in the shade 300. I like a little bit of brightness under my eyes, so I figured this shade would be perfect, and this is actually the color that Rihanna uses, so... Alright, so I'm just going to take my sponge again and just start blending this out. I'm honestly so impressed. That looks beautiful. I feel like I've been using the same products for so long that I didn't know there were better ones. That is a really, really beautiful finish. To contour, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick, and this is in the shade Espresso. I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand first, just because if you don't, it can kind of stick, so I like to just do that. It's taking my sponge, and I'm going to blend it out. Okay, so Rihanna also released some new loose powders, and I'm super excited about them. She has a few shades, but I happen to get mine in the shade Banana because, again, I like a very light under eye. So Rihanna said she actually doesn't bake. She just uses a brush to swipe over the areas that she needs powder. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to use this brush from Tarte, and I'm just going to dip it right in the powder. To be honest though, I didn't even really need to set the foundation or the concealer. They kind of dried down to a very matte finish. So I feel like the powder just like kind of locked everything in place and just set it and really make sure it didn't move anywhere. But to be honest, I didn't really need the powder. Like the foundation and the concealer on their own dried down really, really nicely. So as far as I'm aware, she does not have a bronzer right now. Contouring is nice, but I really like to go in with bronzer and bronze up the face. So I'm just gonna use the one I usually use. This is the Too Faced Born This Way translucent powder in the shade Deep, and I really like the way this makes my skin look very bronzy. And I'm going to just use a Morphe Y9 brush with it. See, I just like the way it makes my face look so bronzy, like it's not 25 degrees outside. Do a tad bit on my nose. Okay, next up it's time for highlight. So I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty highlight, and this one is in the shade Trophy Wife. This is just such a gorgeous gold color, and if you use it correctly, it can look really, really beautiful. So that's what we're gonna be going in with. But I first am going to spray my face with the Mario Badescu spray, and then I will go in with Trophy Wife. See, she's gold, but she's beautiful. Like, I think this is one of the prettiest highlights. Oh, she's so pretty. All right, so she's a bit too yellow to use on my nose, so I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is such a beautiful highlight. Oh my God, and I'm just taking my finger and I'm just gonna dab a bit right on my nose. Just blend it out with a tiny little brush. And then for the star of the show, our lips. So of course, I'm going in with Uncensored by Fenty Beauty. This is the most gorgeous red color. The only thing is, it's a little bit tricky to stay in the line. So I'm gonna need to have complete and total focus. So I'm probably gonna make weird faces, but at least my lipstick will come out good. Okay, I think that is it for the tutorial. Honestly, every single product blew me away. I didn't think I'd like these products as much as I do, but they're honestly really, really good. The foundation is beautiful. I highly, highly recommend it. Like I said, I wasn't really sure if I was gonna like it because I heard it was medium coverage, but it is definitely more of a medium to full coverage foundation. I definitely was able to cover everything I needed to cover with one layer, so. Also, it dries to a soft matte finish, so if you're not one that likes to powder your face, this is a really good foundation because you won't have to go in with powder after. It kind of just sets itself on its own. So this foundation is really good, and I believe the foundation goes for $35. I really, really like the way the concealer looks on my skin. It is such a full coverage concealer, but at the same time, it's not heavy or cakey at all. It's very, very lightweight and it looks flawless. So this concealer is definitely really good. It retails for 26 bucks, so it's very pricey. But if you're looking for one of those concealers that you wear just on special occasions, I think this is really, really good. The powder, this is really, really good as well. I was a little concerned about the color, but it really is a translucent powder, but it brightens as well. So I don't really understand how that works, but I love the way the powder looks underneath my eyes. I use it to set a little bit of the rest of my face as well, and it really, really looks nice. It gives a nice flawless canvas. I know a lot of people can't justify spending a lot of money on a powder, but I was surprised by this powder. This is actually a really, really good powder. How many times are you gonna say powder? Like about 100? And how much was this again? Oh, so the Fenty powder retails for $32. Like, I didn't buy this stuff yesterday. Like, obviously I know how much everything is. So this is an expensive ass powder, but I think it works really, really well. If you're looking for a new powder, why not try it out? You can obviously always return it, so might as well try it out. For the highlighter, I've actually had this highlighter for such a long time. I've just never used it until today, but as you can see, it is gorgeous. So obviously this is not your everyday highlighter. I don't recommend you wearing this going to the grocery store, but if you have a party to go to, if you're gonna be out with lots of flashing lights, I think this will look beautiful. I think the last thing is the lipstick. I've had a lipstick for a while and I've loved it every single time I've used it. It is a little bit on the liquidy side, so you have to be super, super careful when applying it, but I think I did a pretty good job. One more thing I forgot. Wait. Where'd it go? Matchstick, where did you go? Found it. So this is probably the product that I liked the least. Not because it's a bad product. I just got this when I thought that I would really, really like cream contouring. And honestly, it's just kind of not my jam. I'd rather just bronze up my face with some powder rather than cream contour. But I'm happy I have it. I can use it for different things. So, okay, so that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe on your way out, and also be sure to leave me any video suggestions you have down in the comments below so I know what to film for you guys. And I think that is everything. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.